right, we're back in your internet box with Scruff of the Neck TV live on Twitch. I'm Jack Wood. We've just had Feet. What do you mean you missed them? You damn fool. Why are you doing that? They've stepped all over that stage and it was beautiful. But don't worry, more live music on the way with Chartreuse. Yeah, I pronounced that right, I believe. And we're joining with them right on the counts with Hattie and Mike. How
Hello.
are we?
Hello.
Yes, it's good to have you
thank
here.
you. Yeah, it's good to be here. Thank you for
Have you come down
having
from the, what's it called? The Black Country?
we have
We have
done your
indeed.
research.
I have. I believe it's not right to refer to you as Brummies. It's Black Country and Proud.
Yeah,
That's true.
Which
Harder.
is interesting because Chartreuse is a region in France. Am
It
I
is,
correct? Mm.
we stumbled across that name.
Is that what you went for? Because you saw it on a map?
No, it was it's a colour as well.
Yeah, it's
So
between yellow and green.
It is, yeah.
Someone's used Google.
It's also a drink, a very strong drink.
Yeah,
So,
50% that bad boy.
Yeah. So we found it from the colour.
Oh, you found it from the
Basically.
colour, and you
Yeah.
feel like that colour reflects the sort of music that Chartreuse make.
Well, funny you should say that
Mhm.
because apparently you can't print a true colour of chartreuse. It's only interpretation.
Oh, did anyone feel a bit of a tingle when they got a bit deep and
Emotional.
philosophical there? Wow, I liked that. Whoa.
Reference Perry Lovering because he told me that. So, if he's wrong,
It's his fault.
it's not me.
Yeah. We'll leave them be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how would we describe your music for anyone that's not heard you? We always try and whenever a band on, me and the crew, we go, what would we pair this music with? Sometimes it's a nice soft white, like a Sauvignon and whatnot. But for you guys, I feel like I want to don a smoking jacket. I want to get a cigar and a smoky whiskey and just sit there and let it pass through. I want a Lefroy apparently. See, already
Lefroy.
we're pairing you together. Would you say that's an apt description of your music?
I like that.
Yeah.
To be
So
fair, I like that feeling.
it's quite sophisticated.
Well, it feels like that because the music you make is quite eclectic. There's a lot going on. I feel like there's
Yeah.
blues, there's soul. How did you guys start making music like this?
Well, I mean, we just never really sat down and sort of went, "This is our sound." You know what I mean? Like we tend to we put on a lot of outfits really. Like we dance around genres a lot, and we like not being pigeonholed. So we just sort of go with, we sort of. I don't know, we have the chartreuse unit, and then we sort of go with whatever we want to.
Whatever feels right, yeah.
Yeah. So.
So does that mean that can quite easily change depending on the mood, like what you guys are writing?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's never a point where you're writing something and going, this doesn't sound like Chartreuse, and then you have to readapt it back, or do you just go with it?
Sometimes when we play something that's not working, we go, that sounds like young chartreuse. Like
Yeah.
that sounds like
Okay.
the oldest. Like it hasn't quite hit the mark. So we sort of try and bring it up to scratch.
Refine it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine.
I respect that because you guys have been together for a long time. You were in the Fluorescence, I believe.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah, we were.
Okay, what was the
look
Fluorescence
that up.
like compared to Chartreuse?
That was full blown
Childhood.
dirty indie.
Yeah.
Dirty
Yeah,
indie.
it was
Yeah,
just-
speak my language.
it's just straight up indie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big jump then from the Fluorescence to Chartreuse. Is
I
this
mean-
the change of name? Is that why it had to happen to
Too
separate
colourful.
yourself from it?
Yeah.
Yeah, too colourful names.
And we didn't quite land at this sound for quite a while.
Mm.
I'd say it was a few years, isn't it?
Yeah, we were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because have you been Chartreuse since about 2014? Am I
Yeah,
right
yeah.
or wrong? That's a long gap between. It's only in the last few years sort of fully releasing stuff regularly as
Yeah.
Chartreuse. Like, what was with that big gap? Was that just finding the sound?
It was just like waiting for that point where we all thought that we were ready. It was sort of like getting the back catalogue of music ready as well. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't want to just like drip feed people singles and then not really have anything to back up with,
Yeah.
So
We recorded a lot of stuff, didn't we?
yeah, a
We,
lot of stuff that we didn't think
Yeah.
was good enough.
we really we tried to release stuff, but every time it got close, we were like, "This is really bad,"
No.
Oh.
and we don't want to put it out yet. So we
Nope.
sort of we just waited for a long time.
Yeah.
Right until it's right. I mean, that's good. It means that the quality's remaining throughout. And I wanted to talk about this, but GM31 has already jumped on this. Will you build be building an extension to your shed? Because I believe there's this thing called the cabin,
There is,
Yeah.
right? Can we have that explained?
So in Albury, where me and Rory grew up, we've got in our parents' garden just a little, you know, it's not very glorified, like, you know,
It's a shed.
it's a shed. Yeah, it's a very nice shed.
We call it the cabin to
yeah.
make it sound better.
It's just got
Yeah.
a lot of stuff in there, like musical wise, but we absolutely do need an extension.
Also, you need
Absolutely.
something safer to store your instruments in than just a shed as well.
It's
Yeah.
quite secure.
Yeah.
You
Dis-
never-
disclosed.
I'd say that
Yeah.
if I was talking about it on the internet as well. There is security. Don't worry.
We'll find you.
Yeah. We got 8 dogs.
Lovely.
Yeah, chihuahuas.
So did you still practice in that shed and that cabin?
Yeah. We always have done, to be fair. Yeah.
We're in there all the time, yeah.
And we've just been working on our next EP in there. We're doing it like self-recorded this time, but
Self-produced.
self-produced.
Is that quite
Yeah.
difficult then? Because then all the quality control ends with you lot. So how are you
Yeah.
finding that?
I mean, we've got a really good team behind us, to be fair. Like, we've got really great managers that sort of help us along, like, because it is, like, you know, it is really daunting, like, just 4 people in a room, like, figuring out, you know...
What's good?
Yeah, it's like, you know, you can be really, like... You can just listen to something for 9 hours a day and then you just go, wow, that's fucking shit. You know?
Yeah.
Wow. You know, but it's good to have a soundboard, you know.
How are you guys with soundboarding each other? Is it ever awkward? Is there a way, because you've known each other for so long, is there a way that you're
think it's
comfortable in
better, to
being
be
like,
fair.
come on?
Yeah.
I think it's easier. Like,
Yeah.
I think we're quite straight with each other.
Mm.
And I don't think any of us ever do something that we're like, oh my God, that's
Yeah.
so bad.
Like, what are you doing?
yeah.
That sounds like the fluorescence.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
But yeah,
absolutely.
no, I think it works quite well.
Well,
Does.
apparently the shed is guarded by 2 greyhounds.
There you go.
Friends of Memorial.
Oh, Memorial.
There we go. Memorial. We miss you, Memorial. We will remember you, Memorial, unironically. But how did you guys all meet? I mean, I imagine you and Rory met quite early on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're,
because you're brothers.
brothers. Yeah.
Brothers.
1 year after.
1 year after. But how did the rest of the band meet?
Well, me and Perry have been friends since we were really little. We've been to school and everything together. And then me and Rory met at college. And then obviously met Mike through Rory. And then we made a tiny bit of music together, didn't we? And then sort of were like, should we make a band?
What
But
was that
obviously-
originally like then? What was the music like when it was just you two?
To be honest, there wasn't any, like, I don't think there were any fully formed songs where it was literally just like a very folky acoustic.
Yeah. There was like some electronic stuff in there as well.
Yeah.
Like chopping stuff up on Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was nothing really there until like we got the whole thing together.
So that was nearly the bare bones of the band, but you just
Mm.
didn't know what the band was going to be
Yeah.
once
Yeah,
you
exactly.
added extra ingredients in.
And we'd obviously been in the Fluorescence before that.
Yeah.
And then that. But they're just like with that band, we ended up just asking so many people to be in the band that
Mm.
we were like,
Were you using
What
it
are we
as like a
doing?
social club? A little
basically,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
Like, add us
there
on
was like
MySpace.
7 people in there.
Yeah.
In the end, wasn't there? Yeah.
Oh.
It was all like we were all drinking buddies, really, weren't we?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute though. That's really nice. So you all must know each other really well. So you're up for sort of proving how well you all know each other.
We can try.
You can try it.
We
Out for a
can
game of
try.
Mr. and Mrs.
Go on then.
Yeah, there's a whiteboard just down there. So what we'll do is we'll do you two against the other members of the band.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to
Dun, dun,
trust
dun.
you because we've only got one whiteboard this week because we had a new carpet fitted and we paid them in a whiteboard apparently. So what we'll do is I'll ask you about, and you're gonna have to keep this in your head and be honest. Don't change it if you prefer what they say. Keep it original. So I will ask you a question. So, what would Rory do if it were not music? Would be his designed career? Now, Rory, I want you to think of something. Have you got something? Is it in the head?
Can it not be music related at all?
Well, it can. Okay, if he's not in the band, then we'll change the question to that. If he wasn't in the band, what would it be? So I feel like don't be led by her. If you want to work in the co-op, you
I
work
won't
in the
look.
co-op, mate. I love
won't
the
look.
co-op. I'll have no bad said about it. So what we're thinking? Oh, we've got people suggesting things already. Architect says Grand Raven, 1968.
I
That's
like that one.
yeah, sophisticated. You do look like a grand design, sir. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, lovely. Oh, oof, we love a bit of Mr. and Mrs. here. Yes, we do, Space Cavant, because it fills time. And that's what we're all doing, really, in this long life we call. We're all just really filling time, aren't we, till the inevitable
I
end.
feel like he's I'm not sure he's going to be happy about this one.
Okay, so
Are we ready?
first of all, I will let you reveal this one. World War II historian. Rory, what were you going to say?
World War II was historian.
Oh, were you? Were you really?
No, I was going to say astronaut. But
Astronaut.
Astronaut.
They are two
No
very
one would have
different
ever got
things.
that.
Why World War II historian?
He just loves history.
You love history, mate.
I was actually going to say tour manager instead,
Oh, really?
but I thought that was
No,
But I thought this was
I'd
more
like to see
fun.
the world,
Yeah.
you know.
World War II historians.
Yeah.
Well, that was lovely.
Oh, lovely,
Okay.
Thank you.
So we'll go for another one. This one with Perry this time. What would be his worst flavour in a variety pack of crisps? What's the one he's like, oh, don't want to eat this one.
I feel like I have said this multiple times, actually.
So you've already got that in your head. You're ready. So we've got this teamwork going. Oh, it's exciting, this. This is really getting to know someone to the core, because
Yeah.
if you know you can share a variety pack of crisps with someone, you know you can potentially live with them forever.
Right, I'm not sure this is actually a flavour of
Not
crisps.
sure it's the flavour. So this time I'm going to let Perry reveal first. Perry, what are you saying?
Ordinary old ready salted.
Oh,
Okay, spinning it
boring.
round. Cucumber.
See,
he hates
Cucumber.
if it was a
cucumber.
flavour of crisp, then yes.
Yeah, but cucumber isn't a flavour. Cucumber is lack of flavour. It's just water in a vegetable.
That
See?
Walker's
See?
Not
on
what
it.
he
He
says.
gets it.
This is
There we go. It's a
great.
dipping mechanism. You put some tzatziki on that bad boy, suddenly it's flavourful.
See, Perry thinks that if you put cucumber in anything, that the cucumber takes over the flavour of the dish.
Oh,
It just-
really?
Everything
quite
tastes
angry
like
about it.
cucumber.
He gets quite mad about
It's-
it.
All right.
You may as well just have a cucumber sandwich. If you put it near anything, it's just cucumber.
You shouldn't watch the Pretty Women film. It'll be a nightmare for you.
I'll take
let's
that
do-
note.
Let's do another one. Let's go for. Oh, do you know what? We'll do it the opposite way this time.
Go on.
So you two, if you want to confer off mic, who would Hattie most want to go to a pint with? That's a famous person. What famous person would Hattie most like to invite for a pint? Hattie, if you could write yours down. I mean, you're already looking confused and put on the spot.
No one.
No one. I want to go for a pint on my own. I'm sick of people. Oh, Hattie's got it down. Are you guys getting there? Are you feeling it?
You've got someone.
You've
but
got someone.
we
Okay.
don't think she actually would.
Well, let's let Hattie reveal first. Bjork.
Ooh.
Well, I got it right.
It was
Did
correct.
you?
Yeah.
Did you say Bjork?
I just feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that'd be wild.
Wow.
Nice.
Would a headdress even fit in the pub door? I mean, that'd be the first. I mean, technically you're not allowed in the pub doors, so it'd be
True,
great for
yeah.
outside at the
Yeah.
moment.
But imagine that'd be
That'd be pretty wild.
Pretty
That
pretty
would
nut
be.
string.
yeah,
That'd be a
It
roller
would be
coaster.
incredible.
insane.
Okay, here's another one for you. Okay, Mike's. This one's about Mike. What would be Mike's? What's Mike's go-to hangover food? So this could be quite exciting.
God, you know more than me.
Oh, for me, if I'm hungover, it's got to be sausage, egg on a bap. So, okay, I'll let the lads reveal first. What is Mike's go-to hangover food?
It's a triple cheeseburger from Mackey's with a McFlurry and a flat white.
Wow,
And a
that's
Diet Coke as well.
very specific, and I can see that this answer is one word:
Are you joking?
tomato.
Tomato.
What?
No,
Who's
Listen,
right, Mike?
Hear me out.
listen
I
here.
feel like we're more right.
Yeah.
Sort the record straight, because these are two controversial, different opinions.
This is advice for everybody. If you feel too sick to eat because you've been going at it like a pig at a tater,
But the candle.
Yeah, you've had
You've-
too much chartreuse.
you've had too much
Yeah, yeah.
chartreuse,
Mhm.
eat a single tomato and you will be able to eat the next meal fine. That
That's
is
good
my
tip.
knowledge to you.
What?
It sorts you out.
The thing is, like, I don't believe you, but the way you said it made me believe you. You
Yeah.
said it
It's-
like
it's
Bruce
true.
Lee would
Very
say
convincing.
something. That was
It's it happens every time.
wow. So,
Just settles your stomach.
so post drinking, you'll often just have a bit of a tomato, go at it, and
Beefy
then
tomato, eat it like an apple,
no.
and you're good.
Don't you eat
Oh.
onion? You used to eat onions like apples as well, didn't you?
Thank you, Hattie.
Sorry.
I used to eat-
Getting to know all this. Like, was that just on a dare or just something you just like to do?
I think it was just something I did once, and I was
And now
I
it's
don't know.
held to
And now
I
you.
it's-
boasted about it. I don't know.
Yeah. I can eat a hole on you.
Oh,
Wait.
you like an apple?
That's some lovely boasting. But we should jump back to the music because you released an EP. Was it last year?
Yeah.
I can't even tell the time
Yeah,
anymore
neither
in
can
these
I actually,
strange
yeah.
days. Keep checking up on me. I think that's such a lovely EP title and song title for these strange times. Was that going through your head about that at this time when everyone was so far apart, or would that already exist?
It's existed for a fair few years now. To be fair, yeah,
It's always a song title, wasn't it?
there's always a song title. Yeah, so
It just seems
just-
to fit the times.
yeah, I guess it does. To be fair, yeah.
And how have you guys found the lockdown? Have you found it fruitful for writing and whatnot, or has it been quite difficult?
It's been both.
Yeah.
It's been nice to have the time to sort of get stuck in with recording and stuff like that. But then, on the other hand, it has kind of been monotonous. Sort of, you wake up and you go down the cabin, and
Yeah.
it's like, it's
Yeah.
Down the
ground-
you talk about it like
Groundhog
it's the
Day, isn't it?
mines.
Yeah. Go
Go
down,
down the
again.
shallow mines.
But has it
Yeah.
been quite difficult? Because that EP was beautiful, and obviously you'd want to normally you would have toured it, you would have played it live to people.
Yeah, that
Has
was hard. Like,
It's been difficult.
It's
Yeah.
frustrating.
and we did a lot of live streams, from the cabin, didn't we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we, like, in a way, got to play it, but not the same.
You didn't get the feedback
No,
Yeah.
the same way. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
we had to wait
Didn't
the
feel
five,
like we were
5 seconds.
like fully sharing it.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So you feel like you're still owed that a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
there's this lovely quote from Hattie in another interview that says, "Songs are a snapshot of us right now as musicians, and it's hard not sharing that." So you
Yeah.
feel like you're already moving away from how you felt when you were writing it to how you're feeling now, so you can't really share that initial experience anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you sort of, whatever, we write quite personal songs, and whatever we like, because it took quite a while to come out, and then it came out, and it was sort of like, well, we can't go out and play it, so it was weird.
Well, you did manage to do that one
Yeah, we did one
social distance
distance
show,
Yeah,
which was in Oslo Hackney.
yeah.
It's a lovely venue,
Yeah.
but how
Yeah.
how did it feel then? Because it's strange because you just got two people to a table in a way. So how is that on
Yeah.
the other side? Because I've been to one of those and I quite enjoyed it
Yeah,
because I could just be like, nice one. But you guys, you playing. Was it distinctly different for you playing that sort of show?
I mean, it was really different. But I kind of liked it, to be fair. And, like, some of our stuff is a bit loungy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice just to see people relax, sort of nodding their head, getting into it. And
Getting the
you know,
vibe.
yeah, everyone sort
Yeah,
of
it was
having a good
it was
time.
cool. Like
Yeah.
jazz bar vibes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you don't mind it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not really. I guess it was just like nice to do.
It does
that.
feel like a gimmick, though.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Mm.
Like I want it to go back to normal.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you want
Yeah.
crowds. You want to feel people
Yeah.
like feeling the music. And I
Yeah.
think, but you know what? People have loved your streams apparently. I
Oh,
can't
that's good.
Vron Aaron, I think that's how I'm pronouncing it. We loved your streams. Haha, live streams. We loved your love streams. Oh, goodness. Wow. I didn't realize you did that on the internet. But talking about how your songs are quite personal, what I've done is I've kind of had a look at through some of the lyrics that I really enjoyed. And I was wondering if you kind of explain them, if that's okay. So, Midnight Oil, coffee tastes better with someone you've shared a bed with. Like, what's the thoughts behind that?
Well, I guess it's just as simple as that, really. You
Yeah.
know, like I guess when you really like or love somebody,
Everything's
yeah,
enriched.
everything's enriched. Like it's everything feels like a bit of a blessing. So just taking a small piece of daily life,
And it's
feels
boosted.
good. Yeah.
That's incredible. And then you've got Enemy's Belly, the sound of a coward burrowing deeper underground.
Yeah.
Explain that one.
Well, I guess I was just sort of reflecting about times where I haven't spoken my mind, and sort of like feel a bit guilty and regret it a little bit. So, you sort of, that is the sound of a coward,
Oh,
and
wow.
sort of digging itself deeper underground. Like I guess that was the idea
Oh,
behind it.
It's powerful. I mean, M Bands was saying, I love that lyric. That's a tattoo of a lyric.
Oh,
There you go.
I
People
dare ya.
could be committed to
I
that.
dare you.
Here's another one. Keep checking up on me. My parents bought me a soul when I was younger. I didn't look after it. I didn't feed its hunger.
Yeah.
Like now that needs some explaining because that's powerful. But
Yeah.
what's the thoughts behind that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, I guess it's just about like growing up. You know, you sort of gain your independence, and then you do like, I guess it's just a learning curve, isn't it? Like you go from sort of being told what to do, and then you go out in the world on your own, and then you don't feel like you're doing it correctly. You know,
Mm.
and it's sort of like reflecting on that, and sort of like, am I not taking care of what has been given to me, sort
Yeah.
of thing, you know.
Beautiful. I think that's really that. No, I think that's genuine, like a lovely thought, and I think it's what a lot of people feel like as they're sort of growing up. I feel like once you reach that sort of past 18 stage, you think, okay, I'm an adult now,
Yeah.
and then you get to like your early 20s, and you're like, am I? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't feel
What
that
am I
much
doing?
different. So that kind of summed that up to me because you
Yeah.
do feel like, am I doing enough? Am I working hard enough or what?
That's it.
And that's beautiful.
Oh, thank you, man.
But I felt the whole EP from Keep Checking Up on Me was very autumnal. Like, was that written in the autumn, or was that just the conscious decision? Is that just how the cabin reflects that sort of feel?
I think it is. I think it is a cabin thing. To be fair,
Yeah.
like we've spoke about for like the next thing that we'll be putting out. We've also spoken about like the seasons throughout it.
What season is this new one feeling like then?
Well, it's kind of the same.
It's kind of saying it's also autumn.
Yeah.
It's
So
kind of the same.
um,
It's actually going to be called It's Autumn Already, the EP.
It's
So.
autumn already. Is that what it's going to be called?
Yeah.
Wow, I've stumbled upon it. That's incredible.
Yeah, you win.
I'm so proud of myself. I managed to get it out of you without even prying. And is there like a time we could be expecting this EP?
no, we don't know really.
You don't know.
I suppose with the
That's the joy of putting out yourself.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose with like the dreaded coronavirus,
Mm.
things are like pushed back naturally. So
So
yeah, I mean,
non-committal right now.
yeah,
I
yeah.
respect it, guys. I
Yeah.
respect it.
Basically, we're not
For
telling
sure.
you.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good. That's fine. I'm not offended in any way. But how did you guys sort of learn that your voices work so well together? Because on the songs, you seem to bounce off each other so easily. Was that something that just happened naturally, or has it taken time to sort of learn when to let your voices intertwine and not?
To be honest, it feels like a natural progression. To be fair, you know, it's always felt, you know, like glue, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, and I feel like we choose our moments of like when I think we could so easily do it all the time.
Super duo.
Yeah, we could so easily like sing everything together. But I think it's more special when you
It
like
picks
choose
out.
the moments that it works in.
'Cause it's like an emphasis then.
Yeah, exactly, and it's not people then are I suppose like not really knowing what they're gonna get.
Mm.
That's how I feel about it anyway. But like yeah, I think it was just natural. I think we sort of sang together and then we were like, well, this sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we carry on?
Yeah.
And when it comes to the lyrics, then is it a combination of both of you feeding off each other, or will it be like a case like you'll bring lyrics for one song, you go, oh, I really like that, I can add this to it.
It's both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I write songs, and sometimes Hattie writes her own songs, and then it's more recently that we've come together and like started to actually write together and sort of like mix songwriting. You
And I
know.
think it's just quite fun, like doing like we are we're quite different writers, I would say.
Yeah.
And it's
In what
quite,
way? How do you differ?
I think you're like from my point of view, you're quite metaphorical, with your with your words. Whereas I suppose I'm like a bit more on the cuff, I guess.
Heart
I
on
think
the sleeve
anyway.
sort
Yeah,
of thing.
I suppose.
So what songs would you say are more Hattie penned, and what songs are more Mike penned then?
On the last EP, I wrote Blue State.
Mm.
And then
It's a beautiful remix of that, by the way. I really like what's been happening with
it's
the
cool, isn't it?
remixes that have been put out. How did
Yeah.
that come about, where you sort of let people jump away and take over the
Yeah,
songs
we-
a little
yeah, we
bit?
literally
Just
us
a
and
bunch,
mates.
yeah, just a bunch of mates, really.
Yeah.
You know, we've felt quite privileged just to reach out to some people that we love and like we listen to, and they were just like, yeah, we'll
We're
do one. That's
surprised that
cool.
they're all
yeah.
like, let's do it. Yeah.
yeah,
To be honest,
so,
yeah.
Did it make you rethink the songs in any way once you heard them in a different light?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice because I actually listen to them. Like you know, you feel a bit sad listening to your own music, but
Because you're self-critical, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
But the remixes, I'm just like, yeah,
This is banging.
yeah, this is great.
It's cool. Would you ever then? Would you sort of collaborate with these people on some of your songs then?
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Could you see that happening anytime soon?
I mean, not.
Trying to get all this EP,
I suppose
EP
like the
stuff.
only
Yeah.
person that
Yeah.
we're like really close to is Puma Blue.
Mm-hmm.
We are good friends with him now, so I guess that would be the logical one.
Come on, Puma Blue.
I know, yeah.
You've been called out here.
But he's just moved to America, so
Come back, Puma Blue.
Come back, dude.
You've already been asked. With love that you're doing EPs from GM31, but when is the album happening?
when the time is right.
And the time.
Can't
That's
rush
right.
perfection, guys.
No. I think we quite like EPs. It's quite like
It's a good format.
yeah,
Mm.
we think it's quite
We will
um,
do an album.
yeah. It's quite fun. Like
Once you've moved on to seasons, once winter's over,
Yeah,
maybe you can do a
exactly.
spring album.
Yeah.
a summer funk album.
That's what I mean. You're not defined by genres at all. Like even on that EP, I feel like it flicks quite easily between different genres, and there is a bit of funk every now and again on there.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
like I feel like the bass comes in that sense a little bit
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes, and it like ups it in a way. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's coming out next, and very soon. Are we going to hear any new tunes tonight
Yeah, we're gonna play a couple new ones. Yeah,
from the autumn EP?
it is. Yeah.
Oh, how exciting. Well, guys, I'll not keep you any longer because I know you need to get ready. You need to harmonise. You need something beautiful to come your way. And that's all coming. So don't you worry. You stay right there. And you stay. I see you there thinking about making a cup of tea. I saw you chatting before on the old Twitch. Yeah, do it now. You've got about 3 minutes. And then Chartreuse. I'm pronouncing it even more French now. They're going to blow your mind because this is going to be beautiful. And yes, if I had some whiskey with me, I would be pairing it with me. But unfortunately, I'm staying stone cold sober and just absorbing the tunes. We'll see you in a bit.